I don't think we can be beaten. There's a momentum that we have. There's a momentum that we have that is so unbelievable. I thought I heard a little voice over there. Get him out. Take him out. Get him out of here. Yeah, don't give him his coat. Don't give him his coat. Keep his coat. Confiscate his coat. You know, it's about 10 degrees below zero outside. Now, you can keep his coat. Tell him we'll send it to him in a couple of weeks. All right.
All right, you know, you've got to love that. I'm sorry. You just have to love that. As I welcome you back to America Talks Live, I'm Steve Malzberg on Newsmax Television. That was Donald Trump yesterday at his campaign stop in Burlington, Vermont. They gave out 20,000 tickets to an arena that seats 1,500, and yet they pulled it off. Tonight, as we mentioned earlier, Donald Trump takes his campaign roadshow to South Carolina. We will broadcast it live right here on Newsmax Television on the Steve Malzberg Show. We started at 7 p.m. tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, and we have Roger Stone with us and Tom Borelli and others. We'll analyze what happened yesterday, look forward to the speech tonight, hear the speech, and then talk about it. So it's full wall-to-wall Trump tonight right here on Newsmax Television. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're not a Trump supporter? That's classic Trump. And it's unique to Trump. No one else could pull that off. No one else would dare pull that off. You know, short of Obama at every campaign stop he made in 2008, having a woman faint in front of him, you know, everywhere he went. And it was like, oh, give her some air. She passed out? Here, give her a bottle of water. Or here, I know she didn't eat enough today. Or too hot today. Or everywhere he went, a woman passed out. That was his shtick. But Trump is real. And then he was Dr. Obama. He knew why she passed out and what to do for her. Leave her alone. Is there an EMS in the house? EMT? Leave her alone. But Trump is Trump. That's why. That's his appeal. You just saw a big part of his appeal. Of course, being an outsider and anti-establishment and all that. But that you can't bottle that. You can't bottle it. All right. By the way, it appears now, according to Rasmussen polls, let me read you this. 74% of likely Republican voters think that Trump will be the nominee. 74% of likely Republican voters. And among all likely voters, 61% now say Trump is likely to be the official Republican nominee. You agree? You disagree? What'd you think of take his coat? Don't give him his coat. 877-NEWSMAX, 877-639-7629. James is in Georgia. Hello, James. James? James, you got to shut your TV off, and I'll give you one more shot here. James, are you there? All right, James, I'm sorry. Let's go to Crystal from Ohio. Hello, Crystal. You're next on Newsmax TV.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. How are you? Thank you for calling.
I can't wait to see that Trump. I tell you, I get a kick out of him.
That's why we're bringing him to you.
He's got a vote coming from Crystal in Ohio. I plan on voting for him. Yeah, he does seem a little bit of, kind of lively up there when he's making his speeches, but you know what? That's like a refreshing change.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We absolutely need that.
Absolutely.
You know, and I really hope that it doesn't turn out to be like an apprentice reality show with him. But I don't think it will. I don't think the people below him will let that happen. But I do agree with his beliefs on gun control, and I think gun-free zones, like he mentioned, is a very good idea because if you think about it, in these areas where you are allowed to carry guns, hardly anybody gets shot because they all know everyone's packing.
Well, you mean gun-free zones are not a good idea, right? I think that's what you said. They're not a good idea.
To carry.
Yeah, you should be allowed to carry. Well, that's another thing Obama said yesterday at his town hall, that just because people arm themselves doesn't mean that there's less crime. And he talked about some of the places where they have some of the toughest gun laws, he said, have seen a drop, which is nonsense. He kept talking about Chicago last night. Chicago has some, if not the most restrictive gun laws in the country, and it's the worst. Washington, D.C. had it. They were the worst. So he's, we know about what Barack Obama's saying, but I'm glad you're entertained by Donald Trump and you have confidence in him. One thing I have confidence in with Trump, he will surround himself. If he gets into the position of being in the White House, he will surround himself with people who have been there, done that, know what they're doing, and he will trust. It's not going to be, it's not going to be run like a reality show. Believe me, you could have confidence in that. Thank you. Appreciate it, Crystal. America Talks Live continues right here on Newsmax Television. Don't go away.